Hey BFFs, how are you guys doing today? Today's video, we're gonna do a check-in on our budget, and hubby got another surprise check. So, I'll explain it all to you guys. So let's get into this video. Guys, like I said, we're gonna do our check-in, make sure some of our bills have cleared and our expenses are noted. And we got a budget with me also because hubby got another random check. So I will go through this and then I will explain to you guys what the random check was. Now that we know. We're like, what in the world and why is he getting all these random checks? But hey, I'm not gonna turn down, random money. Everybody loves getting random money, right? I do. Okay, checking our bills. Once I highlight our bills off, that lets me know that they have cleared the bank and I don't have to worry about them anymore. So we got care credit cleared and Netflix cleared and our water bill cleared. So all we got to worry about right now, and our electric. I was gonna say we only had 2 left. So we just got our car insurance and our internet. Yeah, we had some expenses this week. We had $200 in gas. That was for 2 vehicles. So we had $200 in gas. We had a miscellaneous expense of $76. That was hubby having to go to urgent care. I told y'all he had vertigo, and instead of taking it out of the fully funded medical, he wanted to take it out of miscellaneous. He's like, it was something that wasn't planned for. Let's just go ahead and take it out of miscellaneous. So I said, okay, that suits me fine. Because, we rarely have things that pop up. But after this miscellaneous, and we'll get into that with the budget with me, I will let you know something else. So we had let's see, it was on a Saturday, miscellaneous, and then we had Mexican twice. Once on Friday and once on Father's Day. This one was because hubby wanted Mexican for Father's Day. That was kind of already planned. This one was because we had a leak under our sink. It was not noticeable until it was noticeable. And hubby had to replace all kinds of stuff under the sink. He had to replace the floor, plumbing, like all kinds of stuff. So that is where our budget with me comes in. Because like I said, let me check the date on this. That was right here. That was the, let me make make sure I got this right. That was the 8th. So 6/8/2024. Hubby got a $224 check. Now we were like, what are these random checks? We don't get it. What is this? Well, hubby's been on FMLA for his back surgery. They have been paying hubby for his holidays. So we had a Memorial Day. So now he got that check. Well, this check was a blessing in disguise. Even though we have money in our household sinking funds for if anything breaks or anything, we decided that we would use the $224 for fixing under the cabinet. So we don't have any fixed expenses, so we're going to put this under a variable expense. So this is Lowe's, and his check was $224, and Lowe's was $222. So we used his check to replace all the plumbing and the flooring and all that stuff under our sink. So we'll bring down the $222, and there was $2 left over, and I'm just gonna allow that $2 to stay in our buffer. So it'll stay in the account. As like I said, adding to our buffer. But I was like, he came to bed and he told me, he caught it right before he came to bed, and I was already in the bed, and he was like, we've got a water leak under the sink. And I'm like, what do you mean we've got a water leak under the sink? I was like, how bad is it? And he's like, well, it doesn't look like it's been there long, but it has done damage. And I'm like, oh my goodness. So on top of, you know, everything else we've been going through, my health issues, now his health issues, his surgery, now the vertigo, we're like, okay. So I'm like, okay, we can take this out of, you know, and I started going through sinking funds, we can take this out of household. We'd already taken out of miscellaneous. So, in which miscellaneous wouldn't have been enough to cover this anyway, but, and I'm like, all right, because I check our bank accounts. I don't know how regularly you check your accounts, but I check our accounts on a daily basis. So I just popped on our account, and there was an extra $224 in there. And I'm like, I don't know what's going on with this, but hubby's like, okay, well, let's just use that, and then whatever's left over you could put in sinking funds or something like that. I was like, okay, sounds good to me. I don't like touching my sinking funds that have met goal, and that is a bad habit because that is what they are there for. I just don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. So we had this, we were like, okay, let's just use that so we don't have to, you know, go transfer money from the savings account into the checking account and go through all that stuff, pull it out, you know, the prop money and all that stuff. I was like, let's just do it this way. He's like, let's do it that way. So we were like, okay, and that's what we did. So now we know that they're paying him for his holidays because this is the second surprise deposit that we've received. But at least now we know what they're for. But yeah, that was an unexpected expense that we did not of course, expect, because it's unexpected. Whoop, that was loud. Because it was unexpected. But, you know, like I said, we did have the money put aside, but it was nice that we had that little extra surprise, which I would have pulled out of the sinking fund, but I would have been sad about it. I would have been sad. I would have been sad. Okay. Some of these questions, y'all. What if you had $1 million to spend right now? Duh, I would not spend $1 million right now. I would have to, well, I probably would. I take that back. I would pay off all of my debt and my home and probably buy a new car. But then everything else I would put into savings. So, what would you guys do if you had $1 million right now? Would you spend it? Would you save it? Would you invest it? What would you guys do? I would get rid of my debt for sure. Pay my house off. Get the projects done I want done around the yard and the house. Probably buy a newer vehicle. And then bank it. That's what I would do. I'd probably invest half, bank half. Whatever was left. So, which would probably be about $900,000, because I think I could get by with $100,000 to pay off everything and to get everything done. It's probably less than that. It's probably less than that. So I wouldn't be spending willy-nilly like I would have in the past. I would be saving that definitely for rainy days, because we're always gonna have rain. Always gonna have rain. But guys, if you would, hit that thumbs up video. Gosh, why do I keep saying that? Y'all, what is wrong with me? Hit that thumbs up button to like this video. Gosh, y'all, I'm having a moment. I'm having a moment. I got a lot on my mind, guys. And I probably should just go ahead and tell you this, that I will be, this coming weekend, I will be batch filming next week's videos, because I have to go into the hospital on Monday, the 24th. I think that's Monday, the 24th. I have to have a transesophageal echocardiogram, and I have to have a right heart cath. And they're going to do those procedures back to back. My echo, which they do like an endoscopy, they sedate you and go through your mouth and look at your heart through your esophagus. So I'll be asleep for that. Then they'll wake me, and then I'll have the right heart cath awake. So they're going to do those back to back. So that is what's going on the 24th. Like I said, I have a lot on my mind. Y'all know I didn't want to have to do all this, but it is absolutely necessary. Hubby and I were told to delay any longer could be a death sentence. So it will be done on the 24th. I will keep you guys updated. I didn't want this video to end on that. Sorry. But God's got me. I know all your prayers and positive energy you're sending my way. But next week videos will be pre-recorded. But I will let y'all know and keep y'all updated on what's happening. But I thank you guys so much. I love you guys. I appreciate you so much. I can't ever thank you guys enough. Until next time, friends.